All right, guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday. This is Anthony Speciale with Hawkeye Traders and Big Energy Profits. How is everyone? I hope you're having a great week so far. I had a tremendous morning yesterday with the Hawkeye Inner Circle coaching room. We discussed some great things, and that's something I want to discuss with you today as well. So I wanted to touch base and go over what we discussed yesterday and why and how it all transpired. Before we do that, of course, I need to disclose to you that anything I share with you today is for information and educational purposes only. Nothing I share with you today is to be taken as financial advice because it certainly is not. So this is what we focused on yesterday, the perfect day trade setup, and I want you guys to see what that looks like. And we're going to go through it step by step. Now, why are we going to go through it step by step? Because you need to understand when there's opportunity and when there's risk. Guys, we don't want risk. We want opportunity, and we want an abundance of opportunity. So let's take a look here. So we're looking at the NASDAQ. This transpired yesterday morning. We're looking at a day trading time frame. Our entry time frame here is 3 minutes. Our first qualifying time frame here is 6. Our second is 12. Now, what are we doing with these charts over here? Over here, we're looking for targets. And how we find our targets is we look for zones. See these red boxes here and these green boxes down here? Those are what we call the zones. So this is a 1 hour chart. This is a 2 hour chart. And this here is a 4 hour chart. Now, why are we looking on multiple charts? Because we want to look for a confluence of targets. Now, guys, you see this 240-minute chart here, this 4 hour chart? It's a mess. Multiple supply zones, multiple demand zones, all on top of one another. I mean, just nothing there that makes sense. So the reason we want to discredit this one is because there's just too much going on there that doesn't do us any favors. There's nothing here that helps us make a decision. So X that one out. That one doesn't even exist. So now let's focus here on our other two target acquiring timeframes. I see on the 60-minute time frame a target at 11,516. I see on the 120-minute time frame, the 2 hour, 11,503. Now, I'm a conservative trader. I would greatly prefer to take my profit here at 11,503 if price gets that far. So now I know that from where we are down here at 11,350, I have about 150 points that I could potentially run in this move. See that move? That's where we're making money. Because I know we're going to make money because I have all of this empty chart space here to hopefully fill as price moves in the direction I want it to. So now I need to look at my qualifying timeframes. Now that we have our targets are set up. You know, we see that the market banged out here. It's definitely trending long on our KISS indicator. I have my targets. Now I need to look here at my other time frame. So let's start with the 12-minute time frame, my highest qualifying time frame. So the data on this chart here is plotting right down here on this roadkill. Right here. I'm taking the data from here and I'm putting it here. Now, why am I putting it here? So it makes my lineup super easy. Tells me in one quick look where the market's going and what's driving it there. So I look here and I see that on the 12-minute we had a little rally. We had some congestion. Here we built some basing. We had a red bottom, meaning the lowest point here before price traveled upward was filled with red volume. And here's where we saw it leave there, and then we saw it run in this direction. So it based, it bottomed, it pulled hard away from that bottom, and then continued to trend. Guys, over here, same thing. We had trend, consolidation, it based, pulled away. So this shows me that after that bottom peaked and I had strong interest going away from it. Bottom peaked, strong interest going away from it. We broke out of congestion. We broke out of consolidation. The market began to trend again. So my higher time frames are telling me that the market is going to move most likely in the favor I want it to. So now I go over here to my 3-minute chart. And I take a look. I go, all right. On my 3-minute, which is this top roadkill, I have trend development. I have consistency in trend. I have consistency in volume. My heat map tells me that all three speeds of my 3-minute trend are bright green, meaning that everything is in confluence of the market going long. I look at my next time frame, my 6-minute. I've acquired a volume roadkill indicator that tells me that volume is pushing price in the direction I want to go in. I have some confluence here of trend that's developed. I have volume, and I have a heat map that's rolled over from dark red to dark green to bright green. That just shows me the transitional period on the next highest time frame. On my very highest time frame, the 12-minute, I have another volume roadkill indicator. I have neutral trend, meaning it's not opposing. It's in this congestion period, getting ready to break out. And I have supporting volume. So this right here was the picture perfect Hawkeye 3-step entry. Now, how do you manage this? Now that we've qualified this, we want to get in this trade, and of course we want to stay in it as long as possible. We could put our target right here at 11,503, which is long beyond this. I mean, it's way up here, even above where the screen is. But if we wanted to be, ideal and go, you know what? In case this market keeps running hard out of the gate, that right there is the first target I would take today. 11,503. So I would probably push my target all the way out there. So now that the target's out there, I don't have to worry about the target anymore. Now I have to manage the trade. And how do we do that? A couple ways. We can use the trends and stops, and we can move it along as we go. Or we can use the ATR method, which is something I taught you guys last week. So as price closes above line 2, ATR number 2, I'm going to move my stop to break even. As price breaks above line 3 and closes, I'm going to move my stop to line 1. As it breaks here above 4, I'm going to move my stop to line 2. As it fumbles around, I'll leave my stop there. See here, guys, I'm still in the game. Now I'm playing with house money. Market consolidates again, and then it expands. So right here, we close above 5, we move our stop to 3. Close above 6, we move our stop to 4. Here we've closed above 8, we can move our stop to 6. That's what I would do. I would have left my stop at 6 and my target out at 11,503. Now, I would have hoped that the market kept going, but if it didn't, that's okay, which in fact it did not. It came back down and it knocked me out at level 6. Now, guys, that's a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio with probably a 20-to-1 risk-reward ratio based on where our target was. Did it run all the way at the open? No. But as the market opened right here at 9:30, there was so much pent-up energy, boom, it blew that price straight out. And then, of course, there was most likely profit taking. We saw a 10 a.m. reversal, which is traditional, and the market come back down. So we got stopped out. I would have got stopped out at level number 6. So I get in at 351 and out at 388. Guys, that's 37 points on the NASDAQ and transpired inside of 2 hours, just moving my stop along the way while I was enjoying my coffee and breakfast. This here is the power of understanding how the volume works, how to read the charts, how the indicators give you the opportunity, how we look for basing and reversal. We look for basing and reversal. I mean, this is clear reversal. We had heavy buying come in after a red bottom. We had heavy buying come in after a place to red bottom. Told me that the buyers saw that this here, once it was tested, wasn't ready to push through. They're pushing the price back up. Same thing here, pushing the price back up. That showed me before this even developed that the buying interest was strong. So I knew on these two time frames, my 6 and 12 minute, that the buyers were pushing the price back up. So if it's going to happen on the 12 and the 6, of course it's going to happen on the 3. I knew by looking here at the 1 hour and 2 hour that I had plenty of chart space for my trade to breathe, for my trade to run. Now listen, my target wasn't hit that high. That was an optimistic target. Was it possible? 100%. Did it happen? No. And that's okay. As the market opened, you see that the kiss just banged out. It was, plenty of pent-up energy. Yesterday afternoon when this occurred, President Trump had said that, they're not going to entertain any more stimulus talk till after the election. So this threw the market yesterday afternoon into the close into a little bit of discouragement. But as that transpired, and today, clearly the market shook it right off because we had this tremendous move right here in the morning. And we had this tremendous upside opportunity on both the 2 hour and 1 hour charts. Like I said, when you see a chart that looks like this on the 4 hour, where you have a demand, a supply, in the demand. I mean, guys, this is very unclear. So it's hard to determine direction here. But it's not hard to determine the direction and the opportunity in these two. So that's why I look at a 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour, because sometimes you get a chart that looks like this. If I only looked at the 4 hour, I wouldn't know what to do with this trade. But when I can see two that coincide, that have given me both demand zones here and both supply targets here, it allows me to clearly know my risk reward opportunity. Clearly my risk here for about 9 points was very minimal to my huge reward potential here. And as you can see, this trade just did exactly what it intended to do. What it was meant to do, what it was intended to do. The indicators lined up. We saw basing. We saw resumption. We saw presence of buyers come in. Presence of buyers come in. We saw all that. And right here where you have this big red top, where this red bar placed a high, that was safe to say that was where the market was going to turn. And what happened? It placed its high, and it started to sell off again. So being able to read the volume, take the temperature of the market, is so powerful, and that's what these tools do. That's what Hawkeye offers, and that's what I've been sharing with you guys day in and day out, because if you understand what they are and you understand how they work, it's easy to take this trade and not second guess yourself. Most of you will struggle with trading because of your head, because of the discipline and the psychology and the methodologies that comes with it, not because of the indicators you're using. I can assure you that Hawkeye gives you every tool you need in the toolbox to do this successfully over and over and over again. Okay? And this is the outcome. Big paying trades, low risk trades with high profitability. All right? I didn't mean to beat the same thing to a dead horse over and over again, but I wanted you to see it because this is super important. When you understand how all of these come together and produce this, it's very clear how money is made trading the market as a day trader. All right? So that's what I wanted to share with you guys for today. My question for you is why? That's the most important thing here on the screen. We know how we're going to do it. We're going to use the best tools that exist to our, that are out there, and that's Hawkeye tools. We know what we're going to do. We're going to trade the market. The question you have to ask yourself, and the most powerful question you always have to ask yourself, is why? Why are you doing something? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for a loved one? Are you doing it with a purpose? Are you doing it for charity? Why? And the why needs to be greater than the money. If it's just about the money, I promise you will never find fulfillment anywhere in life. If your why exceeds the money, that the money becomes secondary, that the success in achieving your why is more important than the money itself. The passion that is driven into your why will lead you to be a successful trader, will lead you to be a successful human being, because this is applicable to every part of your life, and I want you to realize that. Whenever you do something, look yourself in the mirror and say, why am I doing this? Am I doing this for the right reasons? It can't be a reason of greed. It needs to be a reason more powerful than the money. You know, for me, my why has always been about freedom. It's not about the money. It's about the freedom. The freedom is the byproduct of the money. If I focus on having the freedom, the money just happens because I'm achieving the freedom. If I was just worried about making my next dollar so that I could spend it, I would never get any gratification out of that next dollar. I'd always be looking for the next one. But once you have the freedom to come and go in your life as you please, the freedom to fire your boss, or the freedom to be your own boss, or the freedom to do as you wish, to live life on your own terms, that's when the why really kicks in. And that's when the why outweighs the money. So I want you to keep that and put that in perspective and ask yourself why. How you're going to achieve your why and what you're going to do to achieve your why. And that, my friends, is my token for today. Always ask yourself why. Now, all of you know, if you'd like to follow me at bigenergyprofits.com, you're more than welcome to. You can follow how I use Hawkeye to enter and manage my 6-figure a year trading strategy. You're always welcome to, join us, become a subscriber, become part of the Big Energy Profits family. With that, not only are you getting the alerts for the actual trades I'm taking, you're getting daily and weekly analysis of the market and trade ideas that complement it. So I am adding value every day to Big Energy Profits. Value beyond the cost of what's incurred to become a member. And that has been my goal. My goal is to overwhelm you with value, that it's just, you never want to trade without me, because that is my ultimate objective, is to be there to help you be successful from the beginning to the end, no matter how you want to trade. My objective is to be there for you. That's my why. My why isn't about the money. My why is about serving my subscribers, my clients, my family, my Big Energy Profit family members. That's my why. It's my way to give back. It's a piece of my life that I give to someone else that has a financial benefit to them. So I just want you to know what my why is, why I built Big Energy Profits, why I've created this platform to help other people achieve the freedom that I have, because that was my objective when I started trading, and it's still my objective today. And with that, guys, I'll let you go. It's Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. We had, like I said, a great training session yesterday in the Hawkeye Weekly Coaching Call. Make sure you guys are jumping on that if you're available. It's every Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can call us anytime at 888-233-8598 and visit us at HawkeyeTraders.com, or email us at team1@HawkeyeTraders.com. If you'd like your email to get to me personally, just put my name in the subject line and they will be sure to get it over to me, and I will be more than happy, as always, to respond. Guys, I hope I've added value to your day today. I hope I've shared something with you that touches your life, and I hope that your day today is a blessed and profitable one. To my Hawkeye family members, please make sure you're taking advantage of everything that we are putting a tremendous amount of effort in to offer you. And for those of you who are not Hawkeye family members yet, please feel free to click the link below, watch the VSwarm webinar with Dustin. If you have any questions after you watch the webinar, please feel free to reach out. We will answer them to the very best of our ability. And we look forward to working with you. Guys, have a great day and have a profitable day and have a blessed day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.